Recently, I saw that there is a growing trend that a lot of international students are getting deported from different U.S. airports, especially in Los Angeles, California. I heard in last 2 months, more than 40 international students has been deported from Los Angeles International Airport only from Bangladesh, and definitely there are more international students deported coming from other countries too. So this is a very bad news for those international students, their family members. That's why I decided to talk today about what are the main reasons for international students getting deported and how to avoid that situation. Because we all want international students come to America, stay here, do their best, and contribute to this country. But if they get deported, it is a huge blow to their own life, and also it's not good for America either. So today we are going to talk about what are the main reasons for international students getting deported and how to avoid that. Let's go to the next slide. So for the clarity of our discussion, we will make this discussion into two part. First, we'll talk about first time entry, and then we'll talk about for re-entry purposes. So first time entry meaning whenever any students come to America for the first time. So let's say they just got admitted to a US university, they got I-20, they got visa, they are coming to study to America. First, we'll talk about how to avoid deportation as international students as a first time entry. And then a lot of time international students or their spouses who already live in America, they go back to their home country for different purposes. And when they try to re-entry from different airports, sometimes they get deported too. So we'll talk about that in the second section of our presentation. Next slide, please. So first we'll talk about reasons for deportation for first time entry. So there are a few reasons, and I'm trying to, it's very hard to talk about all the reasons because every situation is unique, every situation is different, but these are like the main causes, main reasons for deportation. Number one, you provided wrong information in your application. A lot of time international students, by either by themselves or sometimes they help from different admission agencies, they provide wrong information. This is a big no. Please do not do that. Never provide wrong information to any US agency, especially for the purpose of immigration. Either they will catch you up front, you will not get visa, or if they catch it later, then your visa would be revoked. Or even if you get green card, even if you become a citizen, you may lose your citizenship even after 30 years if they can find it. So under no circumstance provide any wrong information, any misleading information to US embassy. So when you fill a form for the non-immigrant visa, F1 visa, you fill up a form called I-160. Please do not please do not provide any wrong information, any misleading information. A lot of times students provide fake bank statement to increase the chance of your visa availability. Please do not do that. It is very easy to determine that this is a fake statement, and that is one of the main reasons for international students getting deported in the airport, because they provided fake bank statement. A lot of time they provide fake address, they get fake degree from fake universities. This is true. I heard from some students from Bangladesh, they get fake certification, fake degree from fake universities, 100% fake degrees. Please do not do that. Yes, you may come to America, sometimes, embassy officials, they're very busy with many things. They don't have time or they don't have capacity to, detect all the fake. But if they check it later, if they find it, they will deport you, they will revoke your visa. As I said, even after you become citizen, this is very bad for your future. The next one is your agency changed your information without your knowledge. A lot of international students, they apply to American universities and visa through different agencies. There's nothing wrong with using agencies, because a lot of agencies, they're really good agencies. They do their job very good, they're very reliable. However, at the same time, some agencies are not that good. They do not care about students' future. They only care about money. Now it is your job to find a good agency and avoid bad agencies. I'm not going to tell you which agency is good, which agency is bad. That's your job to find a good agency. However, I know that a lot of agencies, they may change your information. For example, recently one student from Los Angeles airport has been deported because the agency deferred her admission to the next semester without her knowledge. Agency had access to her email. They sent an email to school DSO to defer the admission because there's like a payment issue between the student and agency. I'm not going that detail because that will violate the attorney-client privilege, but I'm just saying agency may defer your admission without your knowledge. Agency may also change other information like your address, your sometimes they even try to change the name, which is very absurd, but they do it. So some agencies, they are crazy. They may try to hurt you if you have any issue, especially if you do not give them money. So my advice, if you take help from agency, choose wisely, find a good agency and listen to them. Please have a good relation with them. I'll talk about this later in later slides. But again, one of the main reasons for deportation is agency may change your information without your knowledge, any kind of information. So that is another reason. Next slide, please. Also, you violated terms of non-immigrant visa. Sometimes some people say, how do I violate terms of non-immigrant visa even if I'm not in America? That's true. You can violate terms of non-immigrant visa even without coming to America, because when you apply for any visa to America, there is an intent. Either it's a non-immigrant intent or immigrant intent. When you apply for any visa with a non-immigrant intent, you have to follow the requirements, the terms and conditions of that visa. So for example, in a social media post, let's say in Facebook, you posted, hey, I'm going to America with a student visa, I want to stay there, how do I do it? That's a clear violation of non-immigrant visa, because in non-immigrant visa, in a student visa, your intent should be you're going to America, you'll get education, you will get degree, and you will go back to your home country. You cannot stay in America. I understand most of the international students who come to America, they stay here in America, which is okay, but you cannot express your intent, especially in social media, because number one, most of the social media is an American social media. American government has access to all the social media platform. Number two, in your DS-160 form, you are putting your social media ID in that form, so a government has direct access to your profile. Please do not post in social media about your intent to stay. That's a clear violation of non-immigrant visa. If government agency detect it, they may deport you from the airport. Another thing is posted in social media to find a job. A lot of international students, even before coming to America, they are trying to find some Facebook groups in that area, and they say, hey, I'm going to Los Angeles, let's say in August. I need a job, can you please help me finding a job? That's also a clear violation of non-immigrant visa, because you are not allowed to work off campus no matter what is the situation is. You are only allowed to work 20 hours on campus. If you post a social media post about finding a job, that's a clear violation of non-immigrant visa. Another one is try to enter before authorized period. Anytime if you have a F1 visa, you are only allowed to enter America before 30 days of your class start date. 30 days of your class start date. If you even try to get before 32nd date, you are not allowed to enter America. That's another violation of non-immigrant visa. So these are just three things I mentioned. There are many other issues. A lot of time, even before coming to America, you will find ways to transfer your admission to another school. So let's say you got admission to a master's program or PhD program, and then you are trying to switch school to a ESL program in a community college. That's another violation of non-immigrant terms. Please do not do that. If you do it, they may deport you from the airport. So these are the common reasons. There may be other reasons. Bottom line, please try to abide by all the rules, terms, and conditions of non-immigrant visa. Next slide, please. All right. Now, reasons for deportation for re-entry. So let's say you already are in America, either as a F1 or F2, and you went back to your home country. Now try to enter America through an airport, and now you are getting deported. So what are the main reasons? Number one, again, you violated terms of non-immigrant visa while you were in America. You posted in social media about intent to stay. Again, you said, hey, I'm an F1 student. I'm an F1 student studying, let's say, master's in computer science in XYZ university. How do I stay here? That's a violation of terms and conditions of non-immigrant visa. Please do not do that. I know Facebook we all use for different purposes, but we really have to be careful for this. Another thing is again posted in social media about finding a job. You're not allowed to job off campus. Please don't post in social media. Sometimes they even post in Facebook like working at that. Please don't do that. You're not allowed to do that. Why you are telling other people that you are working in a, let's say, grocery store or gas station? You're not allowed to do that. Please don't do that. Unauthorized work. If you work in a place which is not authorized, and any kind of job is unauthorized, because you're only allowed to work 20 hours on campus. And F2 dependents, you're not authorized to work at all. So if you have unauthorized work, they may deport you. I mean, if they detect it. Another thing is invalid travel I-20. Let's say you are a F1 student or F2 dependents. You're going back to your home country. You're only in the middle of the semester. F1 students are only allowed to go for 2 weeks. So before you go, you need a travel I-20 from your DSO. And a lot of time we see that there is no signature in DSO, I-20, meaning this I-20 is not a valid I-20. You have to have a signature in the travel I-20. If the DSO forgot to sign it, make sure that you get signature from the DSO. Otherwise, it is an invalid travel I-20, and they may deport you if you don't have a valid travel document. Also committed crime, domestic violence. A lot of time international students, they do commit crime. I heard about a lot of shoplifting, a lot of domestic violence. All this may help you. So you may say, well, I had a domestic violence, police did not deport me that time. Why they're going to deport me now? Because when you are in America, there is a certain level of crime that you need to commit before they can deport you from America. But in the airport, they can block your re-entry for any minor crime committed by you. So there's a two different requirements. I'm not going that deep into this, requirements for deportation while you are in within America and while you are in airport. Just remember that even with a minor crime that you committed, like in legal terms, it's called petty crime or a domestic violence, sometimes people get deported. Next slide, please. Now the question is how to avoid deportation. This is really important. So when you enter America, when the immigration officer asks you question, try your best to answer with a yes or no type of answer. Do not try to explain anything, because the more you are telling them, there's a more chance that they will ask you more question. So anytime there is a question, try your best to answer yes or no. If it really requires telling something, try your best to keep the answer as short as possible, because by giving them a longer answer, you are actually giving them more information to ask you more questions. So try to say yes or no type answer. If you need to really tell something, try your best to make it a short answer. Number two, do not let them check your phone or laptop. They are not authorized to check your phone or laptop or any electronic device without your consent. This is a very important legal matter. Most of the international students even do not know about it. They are not allowed to check your phone, iPad, laptop, or any electronic device without your consent. Anytime they say, "Can I check your phone?" the answer is no. Anytime they say, "Can I check your laptop?" the answer is no. Do not let them check your phone or laptop. Number three, be extremely careful about social media. As I've explained before, social media is one of the main reasons for international students getting deported. Please be extremely careful when you use social media as an international student. Best case scenario, do not use social media at all. You do not need Facebook. Trust me, you do not need Facebook for any reason. Be extremely careful about social media. Next one is have an attorney ready for you. I understand having an attorney ready for you while you are entering America through airport is expensive. A lot of law firms, including us, we have airport immigration service. I'm not going that detail because that would be kind of like a marketing. I don't want to do marketing in this presentation, but there is a way to have an attorney ready for you while you're trying to enter America through airports. Even though it is expensive, I would advise you to do that because it will really help you, because attorneys know all the rules and regulations about um, uh, entering America as a student admission and other things, so they may really help you. Next one, maintain good relationship with your school DSO international office. Again, a lot of international students, when they come to America, they have no communication with their DSO or international office. Remember one thing: while you are in America as a F1 student, your guardian, your legal guardian is the school. You are coming to America sponsored by your school. They are your guardian. Keep communication with them, listen to them. Even they are asking for money, pay them, because they are not asking for any money that you're not required to pay. They're only asking for money if you're required to pay. Maintain good relationship with your school DSO and international office. Try not to avoid them, because when you are in trouble, they are the one who is going to help you, not other people, not your friend, not your older brother from your community. They cannot help you. Maintain good relationship with your school DSO international office. Next slide, please. Maintain good relationship with your agency if you have any. Again, you're not bound to take help from agency. Most of the thing you can do it by yourself. When I came to America as an international student, I did everything by myself. I did not take any help from any agency, and I survived. I did very good. So you are not required to take help from any agency. But if you really need help, because number one, you could be busy, number two, you do not know the procedure, that's okay. Try your best to find a good agency, and when you find a good agency, listen to them. They may charge you a lot of money, which is okay, because they're trying to sell their expertise. And if take service from agency, have maintain good relationship with them, because they have a lot of communication with with your school and other organizations. They may help you. Keep all authentic paper ready, especially I-20. When you try to enter America, immigration officers has authority and right to check all of your papers. Keep all the authentic paper. Do not keep any fake document, like fake bank statement or anything, and keep it ready. As soon as they say, can I see your I-20, hand over them the I-20. Do not give them extra papers. Only give them the paper they're asking. They will ask you about your I-20. Show them your valid I-20 with signature from your school DSO. Keep all the authentic paper ready. That will really helpful. Last one, but the last, be confident. When you try to enter America, no matter what happens, be confident. Show them that you are a genuine student. You are coming to America to study, and after your graduation, you'll go back to your home country and you will serve your country. Be confident, be smart, answer all the questions with short answer, preferably yes no type answer, and everything would be okay. But be confident, don't be nervous. As soon as you become nervous, immigration officer suspect you, and then they try to ask you more questions. So those are the way to avoid this situation. Next slide, please. All right, that was our presentation today. I hope it was helpful, but if you need any help anytime, feel free to reach out us through all of our media. Thank you.